Activity 12.2. Let us try to locate. Look for the Big Dipper during summertime in the early part of the night, say around 9 p.m. View the sky above the horizon towards the northern part of the sky and identify the Big Dipper. Once you identify the Big Dipper, try to locate the pole star. Look at the two stars present in the end of the Big Dipper's cup and imagine a straight line passing through these towards the north. At about 5 times the distance between these two stars, the imaginary line will lead to another star which is not very bright. This star is the pole star. You may also locate the bright constellation Orion and the star Sirius in the night sky. Activity 12.3. Let us try to identify. 1. In India, Orion is best viewed during the months of December to April after sunset. So, look for it during that period. 2. 3 bright stars in a short straight line are located around the middle of Orion, imagined to be the belt of a hunter. Identify these 3 stars first, as this is the easiest way to find Orion. 3. Once you identify Orion, it is very easy to locate the very bright star Sirius, which is located close to Orion. Imagine a straight line passing through the 3 middle stars of Orion and look along this line towards the east. This will lead us to Sirius. Dorje is asking a question. Which star is closest to us? Section 12.3. Our solar system. The Sun. The Sun is a star. It is the star closest to us. It is an extremely hot spherical ball of gases. The Sun gives out a huge amount of energy, and that is why it glows so brightly. The Sun produces heat and light and is the main source of energy on the Earth. How big is the Sun? It is about 100 times bigger than the Earth in diameter, and still it looks so small because it is very far from the Earth. More to know. The box says, the distance of the Sun from the Earth is about 150 million kilometers. A useful unit for expressing distance within solar system is astronomical unit AU, which is approximately the distance between the Sun and the Earth. Our Sun is also a star. So how is it that the Sun appears big and lights up the sky while the other stars look like bright dots in the night sky and are not even visible during the daytime? The Sun, being the brightest object and the source of light and heat on Earth, was elevated in most ancient civilizations to the status of a deity. In India, the Sun is worshipped as Surya. The heat provided by the Sun keeps the Earth at a temperature that makes life possible. Sunlight is essential for plants to grow, which provide food and oxygen to animals, including humans. The sun is responsible for climate, seasons, weather, water cycle, winds, all of which are important for sustaining life on Earth. However, the sun is much closer to us than the other stars. Hence, it appears much bigger than the stars. As the stars other than the sun are much farther away, they appear like points, even though some of the stars are much bigger than our sun. During daytime, due to the extreme brightness of the sun, it is not possible to view the other stars. More to know. The star nearest to us after the sun is Proxima Centauri, which lies at a distance of about 2,69,000 astronomical units. This means that the distance is about 2,69,000 times our distance to the sun. There are many more objects in the sky. Our Earth, along with some of these objects and the sun, together form our solar system. Most of these objects move around the sun. The movement of an object around the sun is called revolution. Are stars the only objects in the sky, or are there more objects which we may have not noticed? Planets. A planet is a large, nearly spherical object that revolves around the sun. Our Earth is a planet as it revolves around the sun. The Earth nearly takes 1 year to complete one revolution. Like the Earth, there are other planets that revolve around the sun. More to know. While revolving around the sun, the Earth is also rotating about its axis. For one full rotation, the Earth takes about 24 hours, which is called a day. Like the Earth, other planets also rotate about their axis while revolving around the sun. You will learn more about this in the next grade. The 8 planets in order of their increasing distance from the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The inner 4 planets nearest to the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are smaller in size. They have solid surfaces with rocks on them. In this image, the asteroid belt, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are depicted. More to know. From ancient times, various names have been used across India for the planets visible to the naked eye. For example, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Venus is usually seen shining brightly at dawn and dusk. and is commonly called the morning star or the evening star, even though it is not a star. Mars is called the red planet because it appears red. This is because the soil on Mars is reddish in color. A large portion of the Earth's surface is covered with water and thus it appears blue from the space. Due to this, the Earth is also called the blue planet. The four outermost planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, are much larger compared to the Earth. And are mostly made of gases. These giant gaseous planets have large, flat, ring-like structures around them which are made up of dust particles and rocky material. Planets get most of their energy from the sun, so the farther they are, the colder they are in general. The presence of an atmosphere on a planet can trap heat, which can significantly change the temperature of a planet. That is why Venus, for example, is hotter than Mercury, although it is farther from the Sun. More to know. There is another object called Pluto that lies farther than Neptune and revolves around the Sun. It is smaller than Earth's moon. When it was discovered, it was called a planet of the solar system. But later, when similar, more small objects were discovered, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) in 2006 redefined the requirements of an object to be called a planet. As per this definition, these smaller objects, including Pluto, are now called dwarf planets. Can we identify a planet also the way we identify the constellations? Among the planets, it is easiest to identify Venus, which is very bright. After the Sun and the Moon, Venus is the brightest object in the sky. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn can also be seen with the naked eye. They are so far away that they look like shining dots, just like stars. So, how can we distinguish between planets and the stars? Unlike planets, the stars appear to twinkle a lot. How can we see planets which are not visible to the naked eye? Activity 12.4. Let us try to identify. 1. For most of the year, Venus can be located either at dawn or at dusk. 2. When you are viewing at dawn, look for it near the eastern direction before sunrise. 3. When you are viewing it at dusk, look for it near the western direction after sunset. While many of the objects in the sky can be seen with our naked eyes directly, we can see them brighter and larger using a pair of binoculars or an instrument called telescope. A telescope also helps us view many dim objects not visible with our naked eyes directly. You may get an opportunity to view the sky through a telescope whenever a night sky watching event is organized in your region. Do you know? Many higher education institutions conduct night sky watching activities for school students. There are many amateur astronomy clubs all over the country which organize sky watching events periodically. Museums and planetariums also organize similar events. We know that planets move around the sun. Are there any objects that move around planets? Natural satellites. Objects that move around planets are commonly called satellites. They are smaller in size than planets. Moons are natural satellites of planets. The Earth has one moon, while Mars has two moons. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune have a large number of moons. The Moon. Earth's natural satellite, the Moon, takes about 27 days to complete one revolution around the Earth. It is our nearest neighbor in the space. Unlike on Earth, there is hardly any atmosphere on the Moon. How big is the Moon as compared to the Earth? The Moon is about quarter the size of the Earth in diameter. The Moon's surface shows circular, bowl-like structures called craters. Most of these craters have been formed due to the impact of asteroids or rocks from the space hitting the Moon's surface. Since there is no atmosphere, water, or life on Moon, these features stay on the Moon's surface for a very long time. More to know. In general, any object that moves around a much larger object can also be called a satellite. For example, Earth can be considered a satellite of the Sun. The Moon is about 384,000 kilometers away from the Earth. Although the Moon is very far, humans have sent spacecrafts to explore and understand more about the Moon. India has also launched 3 Chandrayaan missions to study the Moon, and a further mission is being planned. Do you know? To improve our understanding of the Moon, India's first mission to the Moon, Chandrayaan 1, was launched in 2008, and the second mission, Chandrayaan 2, in 2019. The third mission, Chandrayaan 3, was launched in July 2023, and its Vikram lander carrying the Pragyan rover, successfully soft landed on the moon on August 23, 2023. With this mission, India became the first country in the world to achieve a landing near the little explored moon's south pole. To mark this success, the Government of India declared 23rd August to be celebrated as National Space Day in India. A fourth mission, Chandrayaan 4, is being planned, which aims to bring back soil and rock samples from the moon.